to find not only decorating ideas for you, but I want to give you opportunities for gifts. I vowed when I started working here at QVC, because I started working here as the tool guy. I did Sears Craftsman tools for years on the air at QVC. I vowed that I would not present a tool on air if it wasn't a serious tool. Because we've all seen it. You'll go to a hardware store end of November or in the month of December, and you'll see buckets filled with these, $15 items. And you go, oh, what a great gift idea. And you buy it on impulse, and the person who uses it 3 times, and then they stuff it away in a drawer somewhere and they never use it again. This is called the Bionic wrench. This is their latest addition to their line. This is made here in the United States. It's a father and son duo of engineers that created it. They use steel from Pittsburgh to make it work, and it works completely differently than anything else. A regular ratcheting wrench allows you to be able to slide the wrench so that you can have a quick twist movement instead of having to take the wrench off of a nut or fastener, then turn it and put it back on. Watch what this one does. When you squeeze these rubberized handles, the interior, the jaws, expand, and then they grip. You'll notice the striations on each one of those teeth. Well, we'll show you here in a second, and my buddy, who's another tool guy, can show this a little better than I can here in my studio. It grabs on the flat end of a bolt, which is the sturdiest part of the bolt. When you grab on the corners, that's when you strip bolts and round them off. The fact that there is not a circle all the way around means that this is very quick to ratchet. It's brilliant. All you have to do is pick the color that you want. Okay, I've got the red here at my fingertips, but then we also have blue, green, and yellow. The green is by far the most limited at this point. Now, here's another factor. This comes with a limited lifetime warranty. If a tool is made well, it should last a lifetime. This does. Now, if you're brand new to QVC, everything this weekend has free shipping and handling to you. That would cost you normally $550. No, $350, pardon me. But that's $350 you don't have to spend. Let me bring my buddy in. I pick on Howard all the time. This guy loves tools so much, he purposely breaks things for the fun of fixing them. And I'm always wondering what his next project is. Howard Irvine, I saw that you were doing something with the tractor the other day. How'd that project go?
Went well. I'm always doing projects around here, Dan. You know me. I consider this like...
We're not supposed to have favorites, but out of all the Bionic wrenches that you've brought us over the years, this one is my favorite because it's by far the most portable. It's one of the most versatile. This goes anywhere from a 1/2 inch up to 3/4 of an inch, or if you're talking metric, 13 millimeter up to 20. This replaces what, 13 different wrenches?
It does, and more than that, because it's also replacing the adjustable wrench, the pliers, and the good thing is it sizes instantly. And like you said, being open on that end and having those teeth inside lets it grip round things that don't have sides.
Yeah.
So you can grip that pipe. It becomes like a pipe wrench, and that's important in plumbing projects. When you grip the nuts and bolts, it's gripping equally on all 4 sides, not the corners. And that's what makes it so unique compared to other tools. It's not even touching those corners, just the sides, so it won't round them off. And the fact that it weighs right around a pound, I can put it in my pocket, take it with me while I'm carrying other things, and I don't need to know if it's standard or metric. I can just go from job to job knowing I have the right size. There it is on a pipe. I do plumbing projects. I had to put a new faucet in the house, or I put a new water heater in. There is one of my all-time favorites, the bicycle. I had 4 children, so they hand-me-down bikes. The training wheel's on, off, seat up, seat down. And there's the plumbing. There's putting in the new faucet in the vanity in the bathroom, and you have to put those lines on. This makes it so easy. You don't have to worry about what size you need, what size you have. Is it standard? Is it metric? It just goes from job to job, weighing less than a pound. It's easy to tuck in that kitchen drawer, in the toolbox, in your glove box, anywhere around the house, and have it ready to go. Think about nuts and bolts that have become rusted or encrusted with grass like that lawnmower blade. It doesn't matter. Paint it over a few times. There it is on the AC charge line on a car. It doesn't have 6 sides, but it grips it because it has those teeth on the 4 sides. That pressure is equal, and at the same time, you're replacing this entire box of tools, and you don't have to dig around in here and try to figure out which one it is. Is it standard metric? Darn it, I don't have the right one. This one has the right one right in it.
Most wrenches, combination wrenches or sockets, are a specific size to one nut or bolt. Now, that's brilliant if you sell tools, because that means you've got to buy a whole bunch of different ones. And a really good mechanic, Howard does it, I can't. He can look at a bolt and go, yep, 9/16. Just sizes it up and nails it every time. I grab 4 different wrenches and still get it wrong and have to go back to the workbench to grab more. Because this adjusts to 13 different sizes automatically. And the company, by the way, that makes this is Loggerhead, which I know is a tool company that, unless you know tools, like Howard and myself, you probably haven't heard of them. I've sold 30,000 of this model. It's hundreds of thousands of the other Bionic Grip wrenches, and that's why they give us a better price. My QVC price on this is $36, which is reasonable. Our sale price for this weekend, along with free shipping and handling, is $32.50. And it's got a lifetime warranty to it. Howard, real quick story. I don't know if people know this. For 7.5 years, I owned an automobile restoration shop, and we worked on classics. If a guy or a lady had a 57 Chevy and they wanted to rebuild a motor, my shop would do that work. Or heaven forbid, if they got into an accident with a classic car, my shop would rebuild it. And we did everything from body work to motor work to interiors, upholstery. We did it all. Every time I got a new tool here at QVC that my buying team wanted me to present, I would take samples in and hand it to my master mechanics and let them use it for a while, and then they gave me feedback. And I'll tell you, nobody gives you more honest feedback, do you agree, Howard, than the real mechanic or a real tool guy?
You're absolutely right there, Dan. They're going to tell you the way it is. If it's not good, they're not going to use it.
And I won't put it on the air. This is a serious tool. There's a lot of gimmicks out there in the tool world. This gimmick works, and it works every single time. The fact that they put a really nice rubberized handle on it, I appreciate that, because the originals didn't have that. Yep. I've got the red. That's our most popular. We also have blue. If you want the green, that's the most limited. There's what, like 1,500 left. And then there's the yellow. There's about 1,600 left. People are picking up more than one, which is not a bad idea. And you don't need to buy standard or metric on this because of the way it works. Can we do a close-up? You've got your wheel of death there on nuts and bolts.
Yes. Yes, and so that's what makes it so easy. Whether it's any of those 9 metric sizes, goes the smallest to the largest, the 5 standard sizes, smallest to largest, and then even ones that have no sides that are round or rounded off because they were damaged by another tool, it's instant. It just goes right onto those nuts and bolts. Here's another one, that ratcheting action we talked about. You're just releasing, re-squeezing in a new position, and it makes it fast. Smallest to the largest, just like that. And it makes it so nice having it open on the end because it can grip the round things like pipes. So those plumbing projects are now a possibility. You mentioned the restoration of cars, and I love this for brake lines. When you're putting new brake lines on, I had one car that had metric on one end of the brake line and standard on the other end of the brake line, and it was very confusing to me. But having a tool like this means you have the right size, 13 in 1, half to 3/4, and 13 millimeters to 20 millimeters. It makes it so easy to go from job to job and not have to worry about digging through the toolbox and wondering if you misplaced that one socket. You used it and then set it down and it didn't get back in the toolbox.
It's always the half inch.
Yes.
Always.
The most common size.
That's the wrench you lose or the socket. There's also something else, and those of us who love tools, we understand this. There's something to be said for the way a tool feels. How it feels in your hand.
Yes.
How it closes. You know, when you close the door of a really good vehicle, there's a solid thunk. You know, before, you know, when I was a younger man, I didn't have a lot at all. So, you know, you closed the door and it sounded like tin cans being knocked over. A good, solid, well-crafted tool, feels good in your hand, and sounds good when you're working with it. That's what we've got here. This is America. I still think there's things in this country we do better than anywhere else on the globe, and one of them is make tools. American-made, father and son. It's called the Bionic Grip. It's a great, great gift.
It sure is, Dan.
Howard, thank you this morning. I appreciate what you do for us.
Oh, you're welcome. It's great being here. Thanks for having me.
Red, now getting limited. Yellow, getting limited. The green is the most limited. And then I also have the blue. Pick it up while it's sale priced and also on Easy Pay with 5 Easy Pay payments and free shipping and handling. Can't beat that.